So, this is a narrated account of the Death Toll finale in Left 4 Dead. We're playing on the expert difficulty setting, and trying out another defense plan, one of a number that can work on this level. This isn't the beginning of some kind of series of Left 4 Dead videos or anything. I'm just doing this purely to amuse myself and to celebrate the fact that, quite frankly, Left 4 Dead is one of the finest computer games ever made. I think you may be amused by how the video ends though.
Okay, we'll try it inside. Oh, sounds better.
Like the man said, we're going to defend the finale from the interior of the house this time around. It's a lot more fun than the cheesy rock exploit, which makes it impossible for the infected to get to you. Always agree on a plan thoroughly before you begin a finale and make sure everyone is clear on it.
There's one at the bottom of the stairs inside, and there's one out here on the deck.
We're in voice communication throughout, though you can't hear mine because the recording didn't pick it up. The 4 players here are all highly experienced expert level players.
We're going to defend inside.
Never heard your voice before. Very soothing voice. Could probably make you fall asleep.
We're going to defend with 1 survivor covering the staircase, 1 survivor covering the door, and 2 survivors covering the breakaway wall section and the window to its left.
Untouchable, you cover this door up here. From about there, yeah. I'll do it.
The team is here composed of myself, Cluny the Scourge, as Lewis, Styx as Francis, Untouchable as Bill, and Jeani as Zoey. We discuss our posts carefully before beginning.
Yeah, don't... You're gonna get me in the crossfire.
The window or the open, because they kind of look... They're going to come from both ways from our point here.
We're pretty much ready to begin now. We've all completed this finale before many times, but this time it will end in tragedy for Cluny the Scourge.
Yeah.
Listen carefully for the dark foreshadowing from Jeani.
I'm gonna have to watch both. It's fine by me, but don't stay in my way though, Cluny, because you're gonna get shot at. Believe me. I'm ready.
As you can probably guess, Jeani means business. I assured her I wouldn't dream of getting in her way when she's in attack mode.
No, but seriously, I don't want to kill you, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want her to kill me either, but I'm not going to get my wish. She's quite right though in that all the survivors are partly responsible for avoiding friendly fire inflicted to themselves. So, we've positioned ourselves so as to best avoid friendly fire. We're in 2x2 formation so we can support one another in case we're grabbed by smokers or pounced by hunters. And we're going to stand steady at our posts, making sure not to wander out into anyone else's fire arc, if possible. Things get off to a bad start for me on that score, because the first thing that happens to me is that a smoker grabs me through the door, yanks me over to the right, and Styx blasts me twice in the back with a shotgun. Bad, Styx. Bad! I'm still standing, however, or at least crouching, so I scarf down some pills as soon as possible to keep myself fighting, and the defense continues. As you can see, I've chosen the auto shotgun, my favorite weapon in Left 4 Dead. The key to its use is management of its ammunition. You can interrupt the reloading process by firing at any time, as long as you don't allow the weapon to completely run out of shells. If it reaches 0, then after you start reloading and try to fire again, it takes an extra second or so to perform a pumping motion, taking up valuable time while a horde is attacking. So you should hit the reload key when you get down to 1 shell at the minimum. And since you can shove without interrupting the reload, you can repeat that process as often as you like to keep up a steady stream of fire. So we've cleared the first wave and the first tank is incoming, but I have no chance of escaping it unless someone heals me. So that's what Untouchable does.
Tank's on fire. Just avoid it. Come on out here.
And as you just heard, in the meantime, Styx has run down and out to throw a Molotov, and it has run into the flames, mindlessly, setting itself on fire. This is, of course, elementary anti-tank tactics on expert level, as any serious player knows. You ignite it as soon as possible, then run it out until it's burned to death, because if you stand and fight, someone is very probably going to get killed. You notice that the 4 of us have all managed to run together here. We're leading it on a circuitous route away from the house. We're going to turn around and head back again once we've reached the end of the fence here. We're in voice communications, and by keeping together we can help each other in case of smoker grabs or hunter pounces.
It's dead. No, it's not.
I have a close call with a boomer here emerging from the hut, but I reflex shove it before it can slime me, Now the tank is dead. We have to return to our defense posts quickly. Jeani killed the boomer after I left its blast radius, and then she killed this hunter that tried to stop me getting back upstairs. When your hunter pounced, you're immune to friendly fire and they can just blast away to get it off with impunity.
Same positions as before.
There are plenty of explosives available in this finale, so use them all up, unlike in, say, the Blood Harvest finale, which is notoriously stingy with them. If that boomer back there had slimed me, Jeani would probably have used her pipe bomb.
There's still a couple of Molotovs and a pipe by the minigun if we need them in a minute.
Yeah.
This isn't a bad defense for this finale, and it's pretty fun. Some of the alternatives are the more standard defense of holding the minigun, while someone stands to its left, covering the roof shelf in that direction, and behind, covering the rear and the balcony, while the fourth person covers the breakaway wall section. Another is the closet on the ground floor. That has the weakness of all closet defenses, which is that boomer rushes are still going to be coming while the tanks are attacking. And while you're all boomer slimed from all the short-range boomer detonations, you can't actually hear whether the tank is attacking or not yet. Also, you can defend the docks themselves with all four of you at the end of the jetty. And there's the rock exploit as well, of course, but that hardly counts, and I expect that it will be patched out eventually. Now things are about to get a lot more hectic for us pretty soon.
Another boomer.
A boomer. I don't know where you go.
Watch the...
That boomer you just saw cheekily evade my fire is about to cause a lot of trouble for us. When both Jeani and I are boomer slimed, we don't see a hunter attacking until it's too late, and I'm incapacitated before it gets shot off. Fortunately, the attack wave is coming to an end now, but you're going to notice that no one tries to revive me until the last common infected has been cleared away. Don't waste your time trying to get someone up until you have breathing room, because it's quite useless.
Get him up.
It's alright, you're gonna be okay.
Easy.
Another smoker still out there.
So the second and final tank is approaching, and once again, I'm badly damaged. This time it's Styx who heals me, but I'm beginning to sense that the Tau does not flow on my course. As you're going to see, I'm right.
Where is it? It's down here. They're coming up the steps. Or not.
Unfortunately, the Molotov we've saved up misses.
It's upstairs.
We're giving each other voice communication reports. I now know that it isn't on fire, so I'm going to have to get a Molotov from the far side of the house once the tank is out of the way. Who is the tank after now? Jeani.
Running after me.
It's after me now. I'm headed for the hut.
Before we began the finale, we searched the area to know where the explosives were. Styx is leading the tank away to the hut. I'm going to have to do some careful aiming if I'm going to set the tank on fire without incinerating Styx as well.
I'm running it round the hut.
But I managed to do it anyway, as you can see here. Unfortunately, the tank now catches Styx anyway. If you're observant, you will have realised why it caught him. It was because he was on orange health, meaning he was moving at a slower speed than normal, and he'd forgotten to take his pills to give him a speed boost during his tank evasion. But listen.
It's dead. No, it's not. Hang on. It's just fanning about.
Styx aids us with voice reports on free look, even from the spirit world.
Still coming. It's going to throw a rock at you.
The rest of the team converges on the dock where the rescue vehicle is going to arrive, just as the tank is dying.
Right, it's dead.
Good one.
Alright, the boat's here, let's go!
Keep moving, come on, keep moving.
If possible, try to save up some explosives in order to give yourself the breathing room needed to get to the rescue vehicle at the very end. Untouchable uses the last pipe bomb, and I close off the end of the jetty with the last Molotov. And this is the culminating moment of the video. At the very moment salvation arrives, watch what fate has in store for Cluny the Scourge, with Jeani as its instrument, from the time that the hunter pounces me.
Stop that hunter. He's on the boat.
I think they call that fragging in the US military, that is, killing one of your own men in action. Truly, Jeani knows no mercy for those she has marked for destiny. She is the angel of death. But we won.
So she shot you dead as you tried to get on the boat.